we're going to make pumpkin oatmeal spiced cookies. If you like pumpkin, and you definitely like oatmeal, I think you're going to like this recipe. So let's get started. In a large bowl, what you're going to do is you're going to put 2 cups of all-purpose flour into your bowl. You're also going to put 1 1/3 cups of oatmeal or oats. Don't use the instant though. You're going to need 1 1/4 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 1/2 teaspoons of cinnamon into your flour mixture, 1 teaspoon of ground ginger, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. And then just with a spoon, mix that all together to form your dry ingredients in this bowl. And it'll look like that. And we'll just set that aside for the moment. In another large bowl, what you're going to do is you're going to need 2 sticks or 8 ounces of unsalted butter that's been at room temperature. I like to actually cut mine into squares because I think it's easier to break it up with the mixer. Now you can use your hand mixer or your stand-up, whatever you prefer, and then just start breaking up the unsalted butter in your bowl. Now once you do that, you're going to need sugar, and you're going to be using brown sugar. So you're going to be putting in 1 cup of brown sugar into your unsalted butter and just start to blend it, start to cream it together. I'm going to put my beater on high. You're also going to put in granulated sugar, and you're going to need 1 cup of granulated. And just cream that together. What we're going to do is to put an egg in now. 1 egg that I've had at room temperature. And then on high, just beat it all together so you can see it's well combined. Get to the bottom of that bowl and work those sides. And that shouldn't take you probably less than a minute to do that. And I'll just take my spatula to clean bowl here, and I'll show you what it looks like so far with the creamed butter and sugar. And you're also going to need a can or 1/15 ounce of canned pumpkin. And you're going to take just a little bit out of your bowl, and then you're going to put a little bit of your dry ingredient in, and you're going to beat that in, and you're just going to keep alternating this till all the cookies have come together. And you're going to be at medium to high speed to do that. So we'll put some more of the pumpkin in. What's nice about these cookies is the whole house will really smell great. A lot of times people think they only really make this type of cookie in the fall, around Thanksgiving, Christmas, that type of thing, but It's really a great tasting cookie all year round, especially if you like oatmeal cookies. And now let's put the rest of the pumpkin in. We'll get rid of that bowl. And then I'm going to just put the rest of the dry. We'll set that aside. And now we just have to combine it. And I'm going to use some high speed to do that. Again, you might prefer to use your stand-up mixer. And just combine everything. I'm going to get that pumpkin off the sides of that bowl. And then on high speed, it should take you maybe a minute or two just to combine it all. Again, we like to get to that bottom of that bowl and work those sides. Just again, I want to clean that up with my spatula. Get everything off the sides. And it will look like this. Now you might prefer to put it in the refrigerator for a half hour before you start baking, but if you're in a rush or that type of thing, you can actually just put them on your, start right off after you mix them and put them on your cookie tray. You're going to need a baking pan or cookie tray, and I like to lightly spray it with an oil spray. And I'm using a medium-sized scoop today. It's about less than 1/4 of a cup. And what you want to do is just put the cookies about 2 inches apart. Now you're going to bake these at 350 degrees for 24 minutes. So they're going to take a little bit of time to bake, but they're going to be well worth it once you bake them up and taste them. So again, we'll put this in the oven for 350 for 24 minutes. I have some to show you what they do look like when they're done. And what else is also nice is to make actually a glaze for them, just to add some added sweetness to them. And I made 1½ cups of powdered sugar to about 3 tablespoons plus even 1 teaspoon of milk. If you're going to use non-fat or skim, use a little bit of less and just keep mixing it to the consistency that you like it. And then I like to put in 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. I find that the maple syrup really has a great flavor added to all the spices. And then I just take the cookie, dip it upside down, and then put it on a cooling rack to let the icing dry. And that should take maybe 10 or 15 minutes or so for the icing to dry. But they'll come out a very nice sized cookie. And when you break into them, I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not, but they're a nice, soft, chewy cookie. What a great tasting cookie. Easy to make. I hope you like this one. If you do, leave a comment. I'd like to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.